Hello witches, it's Dragabella. I just thought I would show you guys a quick tour of some of my redecorating of my witchy space over here. I moved a lot of the stuff out of the way. I did some candles tonight. It's after midnight, so sorry if my voice is being a little bit quiet. Just wanted to show you guys some. I've been also getting rid of a lot of stuff, trying to downsize a little bit. This is all set up if I wanted to do any kind of ritual kind of stuff. I have my matching set of crystal. I have this glass. Oops, I'm gonna break everything now. Let's see if this will light it up a little bit. My great-grandmother's mortar and pestle. Matching 3-foot little dish. And that matches my glass here. And then I have this one, which can be used for water or an offering bowl. I love the beautiful cuts on this. So pretty. I love the goblet though, the chalice. And this one, this used to actually be an Advent wreath holder, but I use the candles for the 4 directions at this point. And my little shelves. I just got this recently. I found it at Walmart, if you can believe it. And then I have incense in here. And this is, once a year I use this space during Samhain. This is like my favorite. I love her. She's got pearls on. A witch with pearls. She's got her broom and her frogs. I got her because she reminded me of me. She's got 2 frogs. And her lovely little broom. And I put a little mink stole on her, and this is actually a real little mink. And on this side I keep things like bones, more for the darker kind of magical stuff. I have a different chalice that I use also for the darker things. And I have special oils here. I have a turtle shell, actual turtle shell that I found. And I have a matching set of a magnifying glass. This is a letter opener that I use as also as a knife, a special magical kind of use. This is a magic mirror. And you can fill it with stuff. It has the mirror part. This is antique. And I believe it used to be perfume from the olden days in the early part of the 1900s. And you can fill it with oil. And the mirror as well is usable for divination and stuff. And let's see what else I have. I have this creepy frog fish hook that I found when I found those bat ear devil nut things. If you guys caught that video, I have human teeth, ferret bones, and teeth as well. This is actually from one of my former pet ferrets. I was moving out of the house, and the bones had already been, decayed, or, for those of you who are interested in possibly harvesting, if you find roadkill, most people are too afraid because they don't know how to go about collecting bones or teeth or anything. But the way that you do it, if you're interested, is there's several ways you can do it. You can actually put it into water and let all the flesh fall off if you want to use the bones. But the best way, personally, I think, is to bury it. And depending how big it is, if it's a very small thing like a mouse or a chipmunk or a squirrel, within like 6 months to a year, it should be all decomposed. Larger things can take a while, but if you are patient, and it also depends how cold or how hot your environment is. The warmer the environment, the quicker the decay process. In the cold, however, it will preserve for quite a while. In here I have all different size candles. These are cinnamon. The larger kind of cinnamon sticks are in here. And I have mostly different candles, different size candles in all of these. And I use these this is an old checkerboard that I use for divination. And this is a ladder that has the 4 directions on it. And I set things up accordingly on here. And, depending what I have, if I have to like walk to a different room or outside or something, stuff won't spill off of this. So I like it for the edge. This is a magic mirror. Special one, larger than some of the other ones that I use. This is supposed to be made out of bone, but the whole thing isn't. I was kind of disappointed after I bought it, because it said it was made out of bone, and but only it's a thin piece of bone, and it wasn't what it seemed to be when they advertised. Those, if you guys are interested in what those are both kombucha. I make my own kombucha, but these I'm gonna have to throw away or use to wash the floor because they've been fermenting for a very long time. As you can see, I have several mother scobies in here, and they are really, really big now. So yeah, it ferments pretty strong. And then I moved my bookcases that I had out in my bedroom. I moved down here because I've been actually sleeping down here on the couch. And yeah, so there's my bookcases. I like them down here. I keep some of the less used books down here, and I just bring up the ones that I'm going to be needing upstairs as I need them. Let's see, some of these are locked, and I don't really feel like going to dig out the key, so and then down here are all just overflow herbs, mostly, and eggshells. I have so many eggshells now from the whole winter of, I save them even throughout the winter. And this is extra glass jars. And I think that's about it. I made this little lamp over there with some of those, let's see, those little lights that you hang from the lawn furniture, from the umbrella. And I made myself a cute little lamp. And yeah, I've been staying down here. I haven't been feeling so well. And I haven't been able to sleep, so staying down here, I can leave the TV on and stuff. Moose slingshot drum. This is like the music area. My stepson's guitars. He comes over here to play because we don't mind if he plays really loud. This is some stickers and like artsy, craftsy kind of things. This over here is a box of mostly different stones, all different crystals and stones and things, as well as my mirror. I forget what's in this little one. Oh, it's empty. Surprise. No wonder I couldn't remember what was in it. And this black feather I use for special purposes. It's a writing utensil. And this is mostly incense, as well as some needles and pins that I do, you know. You guys can imagine what I do with these. The black ones especially are hard to find, so when I can find them, I get them. So I have needles and pins and string and candles and little baggies of all colors for various purposes. And these tiny little mirrors I use. And I also downstairs have a collection of broken glass. That's when I am especially needing to do some reversals and send back kind of stuff. I use all kinds of pointy, sharp things, like especially broken glass. Really sharp, horrible stuff. But very good for that purpose. And I have, in the kitchen, I have all these herbs drying right now. Sage and thyme and rosemary and oregano and dill. Lots of basil. So I have all those going. And I recently ordered a bunch of herbs and bottled them already. I got boneset, wormwood, burdock. Oh, and I went to the Apna Bazaar and I found rosewater for a very good price. And let's see, gentian. Now, if you guys are familiar with the qualities of some of these, most of these are curing kind of herbs. And I have been learning how to do a lot of basic cures for a lot of ailments, because I've been misdiagnosed and I've had so many problems with dealing with doctors and getting bad diagnoses that I have begun to rely more on myself, because my cures and my ointments that I've made have actually been less expensive, much less expensive, and have worked much better than what the doctors have given me. And so even the ones that I used for my pets. So, and if you look at the active ingredient on anti-mite and flea stuff, the active ingredients are usually stuff like peppermint oil. Look at the size of this aloe I got. It is crazy huge. Aloe is excellent for your skin, for any kind of bites or rashes and things like that. I was having issues with rashes, and I thought I had shingles at one point. It ended up not being. But all of these things that I got in my last haul are very healing and very, they're antibacterial, antiparasitic, and all kinds of stuff. So I've been making my own sprays with aloe and lemon juice, and it's been working amazing. My house is much cleaner, fresher smelling. I've been drying my own flowers to add to baths and teas. I've been making my own teas and tinctures, and so I've been feeling a lot better. I have been buying fresh flowers all the time, which is nice because I'm buying myself flowers. I get to enjoy them. These were like $5 at the grocery store, nice little roses, and they were long stem, but I cut them down to fit into this. And then I dry them, and I used them to decorate a rhubarb pie that I made. and I entered it in a ladies' bake-off, and it was delicious, absolutely delicious. So that is what I've been doing. Lots of spring cleaning and stuff. Lots of making teas. Let's see. I hope my video doesn't cut off because sometimes I run out of space. And I have redone the way my porch was set up. Added this tiny little computer. It was actually supposed to be on top like a computer desk. And I used it out here. These are strawberry plants. And but it's really cold out. My garden has started to actually grow some stuff. Let's see if you can see. There is stuff growing out here, as you can see. I do weird stuff in the middle of the night, as you guys can notice, because it's after midnight and I'm out here doing all this weird stuff. And then also in my basement, I have cleared a great spot. You guys know that in my last apartment, I was able to find a great little secret kind of place. Little mini dungeon kind of thing where I was doing some stuff. And this is my basement now. And as you can see over here, there is this funny little place over here where I could light a fire because it goes up the chimney. And it's kind of cool and creepy, like the last little dungeon area was in the other place. I have shoes hanging up here and clothes hanging everywhere. And then on this side, over here, there is this one. You guys can't see it very well, but it's another big chimney. This one's really much bigger than the other side. And I have these things in here, and it's very deep. It goes way into the back. And let's see if I can show you guys. This one's like, no, you can't really see it, but it goes way back there. And I have all my broken glass in here. And so if I want to do some serious workings, yeah, now you can kind of see how far back it goes. Way back there. I can do some serious stuff in here, and nobody would even notice. The only thing is, it's kind of boarded up, but I could totally burn some stuff and have some stuff going on, and nobody would really notice too much. It's very hidden. It's way in the back. Do my laundry back there, and keep an eye on my little workings over here. So pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty old. And I noticed something keeps, it's like brick dust. It's like my own little brick dust factory. I swept some of it up the other day and got a good giant little pile over here. So it's a little creepy, but, you know, making it work. And there is an attic that's completely empty here, but it makes kind of a lot of noise. So I think if I were to go do anything up there, the neighbors would probably hear me walking around and stuff like that. And so I have been doing my teas. I might do a video showing you guys some of what I've been doing with the tea making, and it's helped tremendously. I've lost like 70 pounds in the last, I'd say since like March or April. Just doing like the kombucha and the teas, because it has caused the swelling in all of my joints to go down like amazingly. And so my pain issues have kind of resolved, but they do come back. I do have to keep doing the juicing and the garlic and all that if I'm gonna stay with the cures, or be permanently, or you know, all the way cured, but I don't know. So the other things I've been using is the oils. Eucalyptus oil, peppermint oil, I forget what else, but I need to find some other ones that I haven't got yet. Just little tiny, and I add it to You guys hear that? This bird goes on and on all night long, keeping me up all night. It doesn't start singing until like midnight. And it goes all night long. Whoa, did you guys just see that? I thought that was incense smoke. But the incense is no longer going. That was hours ago. That was weird. Okay, guys. I hope you liked my little tour and show and tell. And I will see you guys later. Bye.